Well, welcome back into Weather Nation. We're looking out at Lake Tahoe there in Nevada, where we see a few of those clouds out there. Not a whole lot going on, but a few showers coming across the Sierra today. We're taking a look on Viper radar, of course, in just a moment. But I want to bring in meteorologist Taban Sharifi as well, as we do have a chance for some severe weather around the country today.
Yeah, we're tracking a lot of moisture in different spots across the country, and with some of that moisture, we've got those chances to see a few strong to severe storms. Not just today, but in the next couple of days.
Yeah, we've got an upper level pattern that's helping support some of those storms today and in the days to come. So, of course, we'll touch back in with you in just a moment now, Taban. But let's take a look here at Viper radar around the Lake Tahoe area, where we do see some of those showers coming across the Sierra Nevada. So not a whole lot of heavy rainfall expected, but we might see a few sprinkles making it into the Carson City area, maybe the Reno area. But usually when it comes on the eastern slope, the down slope of a mountain, usually that starts to dry things out. We don't have a lot of heavy rainfall or a lot of thick moisture with this, so it likely won't last as it crosses over the ridgeline there. Off towards the north in Oregon, just the northwest there of the Boise area, along the I-84 corridor, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. I want to bring you the details on that now. So we do see the potential for some severe here across the northwest. So we could see up to 1-inch diameter hail, maybe 60-mile-per-hour winds with this thunderstorm as well. So a couple of those threats right now. Moving off towards the northeast or northwest, though, around the Wenatchee area, moving into some of the drier regions of Washington, just out of the Cascades. Another severe thunderstorm warning for Douglas County, Washington, until 2:15 in the afternoon. So this is also for 1-inch diameter hail, less than 50-mile-per-hour winds. This is mostly a hail threat with this thunderstorm, of course. Now, around the northwest, we do have many places with some heavy rainfall, and we're going to see the potential for some more thunderstorms in this area as well. Of course, we were detailing that a little bit earlier this hour, and of course, we'll always be bringing you your western regional forecast at 50 past every hour. But we do see a little bit of scattered thunderstorm activity around this area. Let's put on the lightning to see where we see some of those thunderstorms there in northern parts of Oregon. A little bit more lightning there, moving towards the Pendleton area. So keep an eye out for those thunderstorms. You are in the chance for some severe weather over the next couple of hours today. Out into the Central Plains in Kansas and in Iowa, we do have some thunderstorms here as well that are severe. In Rooks County, around the Stockton area, a lot of frequent lightning. We're seeing over 250 lightning strikes just within the last 10 minutes. We've seen this trimmed down with the warning just to only Rooks County here of the last 5 minutes or so, but still seeing some very dark regions here. We can put on the Barron triple threat products, and we see the potential for some quite large hail. Wherever we're getting upwards of that pink, it's showing up that we're seeing larger than 2-inch hail within the thunderstorm. As it falls, though, it can melt, so it might be just a little bit smaller. Currently, that warning information is still for 2-inch diameter hail, so we could still see some large hail moving around the Stockton area, maybe moving slightly east, but it's been mostly stationary over the last 30 minutes or so, right there on the northern side of Rooks County. Idaho isn't necessarily the typical place you think of when you hear severe weather in the forecast, but we do have a bit of storms rolling through right now through the Snake River Valley. So thank you for joining us here on Weather Nation. We've got a couple of videos right now out of Eagle, Idaho and Meridian, Idaho. You've got some small hail there in Eagle and some aggressive thunderstorm clouds there in Meridian. So let's go ahead and take a look at Viper radar, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning right now. This is outside of the Boise area, so Boise, you're not really looking at the chance for any more storms, at least in the near term. But around Gooding and the Wendell to Jerome area, this is right along the Interstate 84 corridor there in southern Idaho, very near Twin Falls as well. Severe thunderstorm warning, and you can tell with these dark colors here, these grays and blacks, that's an indication of a lot of reflections, a lot of the energy from the radar being bounced back to the radar, indicating some very heavy rain and 1-inch diameter hail according to radar estimates. We can take a look at the Barron triple threat product here to get an estimate of this. Of course, it is looking fairly high into the storm with this, so it might be a little bit of an overestimate, but some of it estimating maybe 1 to 2-inch diameter hail. Of course, that can melt as it falls down, and like I said, it can be a bit of an overestimate with that as well. I want to take you out towards the Central Plains, though, because we do have several severe thunderstorm warnings around here as well. Taking a look from the Goodland radar, we do have a tornado warning in parts of Nebraska and Kansas. So this is in Dundee, Hitchcock counties in Nebraska, and then into Rawlins County in Kansas there. So if we take a look at the velocity signature on this, it has weakened over the last few minutes since it was first issued. We see some of those reds and greens coming together right there to the southwest of the Stratton area in Hitchcock County. I want to take a look right in here. That's where we're seeing that connection right about there, where we've got winds moving away from the radar and winds moving towards the radar. So we've got the broad rotation. It comes together in that close little point there right in the middle. But over the last several minutes, fortunately, it seems like it's begun to weaken a little bit. Now, of course, we do still have a bit of rotation right in this area, but it is weaker rotation. So that is always a good sign for tornadoes to be weakening. However, we do still have the severe thunderstorm warning moving into Cheyenne and Rawlins County, Kansas here, moving towards the Atwood area. So we could see the potential for some large hail and damaging winds, up to 70-mile-per-hour winds, hail 1¼ inches in diameter. That's a little bit bigger than a walnut. Looking up the line here, we have seen multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in central Nebraska here, so we can take a look from the Grand Island Hastings radar site, moving into Dawson County and Frontier County, a couple clusters of some severe thunderstorms right now. So that's moving towards the Lexington, Cozad. You're likely seeing some very heavy rainfall, especially just to your north as well. And then even up into Custer County here, we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings now. So this one off towards the northwest side is going to be running over places where we've already seen some severe weather earlier today. This is for 1.5-inch diameter hail moving towards the Callaway area out of the Finchville area, and then into southern Custer County here. This is for 1.25-inch diameter hail, and of course most of these are until 7:45 this evening I should say. Now many areas down towards the Gulf Coast have also seen some heavy rainfall as well recently. We've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that we've seen down here around the I-10 corridor even, right here in Baldwin County, Alabama, a severe thunderstorm warning down here. Now this is more on the weaker side of things, just some aggressive updrafts from the Gulf Coast, but it looks like that has actually been allowed to expire, so that is some good news for that. And then into Georgia, also a severe thunderstorm warning for Appling County for 1-inch diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Moving along now, we want to take a look out into Washington, where we've seen some very heavy rain and severe weather today.